I promise you that. The Austrians and the French will tangle once again. Semifinals are on from the Dam. What's good? Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. the voice of 3x3. Boz Rosendahl, a.k.a. the Mountain. We are here to narrate the conclusion of day 2 here in Amsterdam. First shot off target, but Jooko says, give me that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is Jooko doing? I'm all confused. Noah said he lost it and found it. I wasn't even sure he cleared. Never mind. It counts. That, however, does not. Kaltenbrunner did not get it up in time. But I got to see this. Okay, gets the steal. I guess he got it cleared.
That Wilson out there with some car keys, a duffel bag.
Yo, that was one of the more interesting sequences of the day. Leads to Toulouse's first point. That's all that matters. They're on the board. Rambo gets them started. Toulouse, that is. Jooko. Suhard. They want to get him going. That will not help. Turnover. Lenordner and Marathi will share the Wilson. Marathi all net, all wet. Jooko is out here in a different mode right now. Nice pass. They don't convert it to a point, but the defense will potentially lead to some offense. This time, the runner from Suhard. And he gets a fist pump from Segala watching from the bench. Just needs some confidence builders.
Yeah, I was about to say that was maybe exactly what Hugo Suhard needs. He's a crafty offensive player, but craft meets craft when Murati's on the court.
That's a fact. Marathi responsible for that first two-piece, and he's going to continue. Wait a second. Another shot clock violation. That's 2 so far on Vienna. Shooting 38% as a team from beyond the 2-point arc. That is tops in the field. Hugo being pestered and pushed. Tony Blazon whistle. Marathi is going to get a rest. False. The mullet proof. Rambo. Suhard. Catch. Shoot. Nope. Off the 10. Rambo. The French happy to see Rambo active on that glass. Kaltenbrunner got to a spot. No score. Got a kickball there. Fresh 12. Rambo will have a seat for the moment. And Suhard gets the offensive possession restarted for Toulouse. Jooko. Quick change of direction. Oh my goodness. He put some English on that finish. Goes through the contact. That explosive tween. And then the fillet.
You saying he brought the peanut butter and the jelly?
And the jam. And the toast and the butter. I think an encouraging sight for Toulouse, though, when they get some offense from Jooko. Kaltenbrunner, whoa.
Out of bounds. 5-2. 7:46 remaining in the game.
5-2. 2 minutes in. Semifinal number 1. Rambo and Jooko. Segala, up fake, gives it up. The 2 Olympic silver medalists fumble the possession. Marathi off iron. Jooko picks up the dribble, wants it back. Jooko turns the corner. Here, you take it. Jooko doing a good job setting the tone. Oh, that one swatted off the glass.
6-2.
Joko's an early catalyst.
It's not the type of guy you usually expect to be an offensive force. Again, a newfound sense of driving to the basket this year for him. He came out aggressive, set the tone for the team, and I think it's helped.
Yeah, especially with Suhard struggling with his shot. But Toulouse made it to the semis of the Utsunomiya opener. Not a bad start to the season for them. And also picking up that Losel Challenger win. They have come out of the gates in this one like gangbusters, 7-2. They managed to keep Kaltenbrunner under wraps, but not for long. Gets the step, finishes with the foul, chance at a two-point play. They'll head to the charity stripe after our media timeout. First break in the action in this one. So Toulouse had Vienna on their heels a bit. We'll see if that Kaltenbrunner bucket and pending free throw kind of shifts the momentum back towards Vienna, who have been flawless throughout this tournament. Again, not a loss for this team. System 3x3, balance, and Kaltenbrunner lighten up the scoring charts. That's been the recipe for success for Vienna, who are now looking at a 4-point deficit here early. But Kaltenbrunner with one coming right here. Good.
Bucket. 7-4.
Suhard. They go to that three-man weave action, handoff action a bunch. A lot of times, Suhard is taking to Wilson and receiving that screen, and they're leaving the decision up to him whether or not he feels comfortable shooting it or going into the next phase of the action. See, here it is right again. Suhard draws the eyes of the defense, steps back, and gets it to go.
They get him going left every single time. That's his most comfortable hand, and then he gets to decide whether he wants to drive or, like we just saw, create separation, knock down the two ball. And look, that's his first two ball in 2 games. That's important to him.
Yeah, without a doubt. I could see the sparkle in his eyes now.
He has a certain je ne sais quoi. Would you say that?
Absolutely. How do you say absolutely in French?
I have no clue.
Okay, you can't
My
help
French
me.
is not good.
You cannot help me, boss. Suhard, that was a heat check. Can you take a heat check after making 1-2 in 2 games?
I don't know. Apparently you can.
Inside score. It's Vienna's 5th. Still a 9-5 game. The Joker. Let's put a smile on that face. 10-5 Toulouse. Kaltenbrunner throws the touchdown to Blazan. Over the shoulder for Vienna's 6th score. Suhard. They're letting him be the catalyst to orchestrate the offense. They don't get it up in time. Not exactly what they were looking for. Talk a lot about Toulouse's defense. They were top 3 in terms of points allowed last season. And they brought that same defensive mindset this year, but it's been a nice offensive start for them through 5 minutes of play. Vienna will not go away, though, which we saw in that quarterfinal win against Miami, who were up by 4. And Vienna, what do? They stick to the script. System 3x3 has worked in their favor.
System 3x3 has worked in their favor, and I think their defense has worked in their favor as well. They've played defense at a high level up until now, and Toulouse seems to be getting the best of that. Vienna can't get grips on them.
That's an unselfish offensive possession for the Frenchman. Kaltenbrunner, point blank, smoked it. Breaky Gets it back. Segala off mark. Kaltenbrunner. He is being harassed by Jooko. And then, got a hand up, but so what? Tony Blades right between the eyes. Big shot, timely make for Vienna as they now look at a 2-point deficit. But I saw the effort from Jooko defensively. He did everything he could.
Good offense beats better defense, and Blazan says Dankeschön.
And Blazan, see, you're a language expert as well, aren't you?
I'm not really, but I'm
making
trying.
me look bad. No, but Blazan can do that too, right? 2-point shooter. When given the opportunity, they give Segala a look, and he doubles down as well. Travel call coming back to Toulouse. And an alley coming from Frank Segala. All by himself, reservations for 2 in a 13-9 game. Back to the drawing board for Vienna, who had gotten it down to 1 possession. Jooko, beeline into the rim. He's playing different. Oh, and now he picks the pocket of Maradi. Suhard pursued by Lenortner, who will earn Vienna's 6th foul as we head into our second media timeout. Toulouse has been in control of this game and been able to withstand Vienna's charges to get close. And they did it with this man right here. It is no laughing matter. The Joker is serious business in this one. Finishing at the rim, finding open teammates, contesting shots, getting after it on the defensive end.
Does that man ever get tired?
No.
He puts out so much effort both on the defensive end and now on offense as well.
And remember, he missed most of the season 2 years ago with a really bad ankle injury and had an emotional return, and he ain't left since. Nice seal. Maradi taking advantage of Suhard. Are they going to leave Segala alone? They can't knock down that one. Suhard with 6 to shoot. Blazan will stick with him. And a narrow miss for the boss. Kaltenbrunner, no hesitation. He's lost his touch a little bit from deep. Jooko turning the corner. Speed kills. And he is on a real kill streak right now. We'll see if Vienna can respond. But it is the Joker playing villain for Toulouse right now. Already beaming with confidence after that quarterfinal W over Amsterdam. They always like to twist the knife a little bit when they I mean, it's a rivalry with the Dutch now.
Yep.
15-10, 2:57 left for the first ticket to the final. Lenortner. Blazan, not happening. Rambo will let it go. Smart play, I guess. That'll buy him a few more seconds to recharge.
I don't know if you want to get into milking the clock just now already.
Yep. Good point. 2:49, a lot of time. Eternity in 3x3. Shot clocks down to 8. Rambo. And Suhard, 2-man game from the left wing. Suhard, too easy.
Driver, like an amplifier. Crossover.
Now Murati. And Lenortner will get a shot. Kaltenbrunner, right place, right time. But Toulouse have imposed their will, their style on this game. And that systematic play that we've seen from Vienna has not been here so far.
Yeah, the length of the French has made it tough on Kaltenbrunner getting to the basket, and I think that was the motor for that offense in the first few games they played. Also, they haven't been able to knock down any twos, I think, since a Blazon heave. They might have got a couple, but not many more than that.
No, Kaltenbrunner, he's missed a couple. But Nortner, Moratti, none of those guys have shown the touch. And as we get to crunch time, the possessions get even more precious. They know what to do with that one, Moratti. 16-12 the result. Segala going right to left, south to north. It's kept alive. The hustle from Jooko. Jump ball goes to Segala. Trump spinning. Jooko changing direction. That is a foul. But Nortner whistle for that one. You see some of the frustration on Vienna. And not been able to get into anything very comfortably. And Toulouse has put them in a penalty. That was a 7th foul. Vienna have fallen absolutely flat. The highest scoring team in the tournament at 21.3 points per game coming into this one. That is until they run into the French.
Credits to Toulouse's defense.
Well, Nortner makes good on an open look that time. Now Jooko, step back. Oh, the man is cooking. He's a sous chef right now, producing some French cuisine. He has been magnifique for Le Bleu. He says, who can't shoot? Who can't shoot?
Talk about a defensive specialist turned offensive ace.
Hey,
he's at a game.
The man is in his bag. Or he's in his baguette. All right, I should have kept that one. I should have kept
bread jokes. I never mind.
He's French. What we got going on here?
I have no idea.
Okay, a little bit of confusion there, but it is going to be Toulouse ball. Minute 12 to go. Offense. Not a bad idea to get Jooko the ball and let him create, and that's exactly what they're going to do, and we're trying to do that. Instead, they'll get reset. Hugo. Good defense. Suhard. Nicks the iron. It looked like it was online. Quick move from the Nortner. 2-possession game. We're under a minute to play. Rambo. Handoff to Suhard. He's got 3 to shoot. Hugo. No. Half a minute to play. Kaltenbrunner. Blazon, no. They get it back and as a shove. But Toulouse with fouls to give, they can use them as a resource now.
Wow. Only the 4th foul on Toulouse this late in the game while playing that brand of defense is incredible. The discipline it takes to not foul a player and still be very physical and demanding as they have been playing.
Uh-oh. Moratti poked in the eye. Uh-oh. Yeah, he's a little bit shaken up. 22 seconds left in the game. Another look at Rambo just taking a swipe at the ball. Moratti will stay on the floor. Not likely that Vienna will stay in the tournament. 22 seconds left. They need some magic. They need some fortune to go their way. Kaltenbrunner. They'll take 1 instead of 2. Do you like that decision?
No.
Me either.
At this point, you need a 2, but look, Toulouse knows that as well. But you can't go by 1s if you only have 15 seconds left.
No.
And you're down 4. Oh.
I missed the foul, but I think it's going to be inconsequential anyway here because 14 seconds left and technically a 2-possession game with a 3-point lead for Toulouse. And Paul Jooko has been the mastermind to this Toulouse victory as he adds another to the point total and can put the game away with one more. Jooko going to the final here in Amsterdam. They are the first entry, topping Vienna here in the semis by 5. A dominant performance for Toulouse, who are putting together an incredible body of work en route to, yes, another final. They got it done. Credit Vienna, played a tough tournament, but ran into Toulouse. They are tough as they come.